Join us for the following previews.
Hello. This is Adolf, and I have with me the magnificent Classic Jake.
Dun dun dun!
And the fantastic Jacob.
Hi.
And today we're giving you a preview of the 2022 potential 3D movies. We have to put potential here because we have no idea if any of these movies are going to be 3D or not. We assume some will. That's why we want to talk about them. But the way things are going, maybe half of these will be 3D, maybe not. Maybe they'll only be 3D in China. I don't know.
And who knows? They may all go straight. Most of them may go straight to streaming or get pushed back a year if Omicron evolves again.
If the coronavirus, not Omicron. If we get another variant. So.
Alright, so I want to give a little bit more information about the word potential here, quote unquote. Some of the potential here is stuff that could look potentially good in 3D, that have a lot of, ideas that might be fun, might be interesting, might be, enjoyable, more enjoyable in 3D. Obviously, something that is a very basic kind of style, like a stand-up comedian, that 3D won't be all that interesting. It'll just be a guy talking. Or, some movies are really made for 3D, like action movies and space movies and, comic book movies and video game movies and some animated movies could look fantastic in 3D. So they have potential. And that's part of this podcast as well that I really wanted to highlight. That originally we didn't mention it, but I wanted to put this in here right now because I thought it's really important, because these movies we're going to talk about, they have potential. At least I think they have potential from the sort of movie that they are.
Yeah, we'll see. So, okay, obviously here we're going to say straight up, this is being recorded on January 30th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Any release dates may change by the time you're listening to this, or may change before it releases, or before it's uploaded. So these movies are scheduled currently to release this year.
It's going to be the order of their release. Now we're going to be doing this in release order from January-ish to end of the year. It's going to start and then going to go all the way to the end of the year. I'm going to have one more at the end that is just already released, but had potential anyway. So
I will say the date once I say the name of the movie, but we'll go through them. So
all right, let's get started with this 2022 preview.
Uncharted from Sony. This is coming out in February. You guys excited for Uncharted? February 18th.
I'll watch it just to watch it. I like the games.
Yeah. And I'm curious to see if Tom Holland can actually pull this off. I mean, I think he's way too young to be Nathan Drake, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Wahlberg seems miscast.
Yeah, well, they're both miscast. I mean, it could be worse. It could have been Chris Pratt.
Now, was it a couple of the Uncharted games 3D actually had that on PlayStation 3, I think, or 4?
I think just the third one was 3D. It was really good 3D, too.
So what chances do you guys think this will be a 3D movie? I'm guessing just because it's Sony and it's, 25%, I think? What do you guys think?
50.
Yeah, moderate. Yeah, 50.
Alright, let's just do
percentages.
25%, 50, or 100, I guess. No 75.
Yeah.
That way...
we're gonna use 75 just because you said we couldn't.
Okay. So yeah, we're not gonna give 7% or something. I don't know. I have no idea. We're just kind of
0.5%.
Yeah. We're just trying to guess here because that's what we're kind of, guessing on our hunches on history of the of the movies that, these are kind of movies that would theoretically be 3D movies in regular times. They're action movies, they're comic book movies, they're animated movies, and these are movies made by studios that have supported 3D in the past. So that's why they're on this list.
Well, there have been more what they consider more serious cinema in 3D, but that's becoming few and far between.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is The Batman, coming out on March 4th. Now, I remember seeing like an original trailer saying it was 3D, but I haven't seen any new trailers mention 3D. Now, it's going to be really darkly lit, so I'm kind of worried about the 3D not being good here. What do you guys think? What percentage of this is going to be? Do you guys think it's a 100% chance or 50%?
More like a 75%. I'm doing okay. It's real. I really think 50. I was just being obnoxious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves has done 3D movies.
Yeah.
DC has released superhero 3D movies, but they've also released several that are not 3D. So I think it's hit or miss.
Like the Suicide Squad. And Birds of Prey, which unfortunately weren't 3D.
Yeah.
And I think I mean, they both bombed. I don't know if the 3D would have helped them, but it might have.
And Space Jam, of course, bombed, and it wasn't 3D, but it should have been. Or that kind of movie should be 3D. So,
yeah.
Are you excited for The Batman?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm getting there. We'll see. It's almost 3 hours long, so that's kind of insane.
Yeah,
but it looks
I don't have memories of Robert Pattinson in Twilight because I was smart enough to avoid those movies like the plague. And so I've seen Robert Pattinson's post-Twilight career, and he's developed into an incredible actor and has done some great stuff. So seeing him in a big action movie, he's got the chops to make it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Reeves is a great director. I really like his Apes movies. So.
Yep. It has potential, and the trailers look good. Mm-hmm. They look interesting, and Colin Farrell he's developed into a good actor. He was one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I hated him at first, but then when he like Phone Booth and stuff, hated that movie. But when he started doing the indie movie, it blew me away and some of the stuff he did. So
In Bruges was fantastic.
Exactly. So I am looking forward because he's completely unrecognizable, and he's looking. And I honestly, from what I've seen in the trailers, he actually looks like he's having a better time and is giving a better performance than Jared Leto did in House of Gucci.
Okay. Now, with 3 hours, I imagine there's going to be a lot of stuff to cover. So I think they said they have multiple villains here, and they did. I think the director even said on Twitter that no, we're not going to have the death scene. Everyone's seen the death scene before with the Waynes. You don't need it here. So that's at least something.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
At this point, it's become porn.
How are they going to die this time? How are they going to?
I mean, we got. I mean, the MCU said we've had enough. We're not showing the death of Uncle Ben. In fact, they haven't even really mentioned Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Now, kind of speaking about Spider-Man, I don't know. That's a segue. Morbius coming out on now April 1st on April Fool's Day. What do you guys think percentage-wise? This is a 3D movie or not?
I mean, where there was a 3D screening confirmed when it was supposed to be back this past weekend, I think it's still going to be 3D. Mm-hmm. I would say 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would actually be surprised if it's not 3D.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 75% just because we've made that number up.
Yeah.
There's a chance it doesn't get 3D released. So, yeah. Are you guys excited for this? I'm getting more excited for it, but, it's gone from, negative excitement to, okay, it might actually be good,
Yeah, it just
Well-
like you said about the Batman. It looks very darkly lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how or what the trailers are, pointing towards Spider-Man and Venom. I don't know if that's just for the trailers and they don't actually mention Venom. That's the kind of stuff that a lot of trailers like to lie and like, oh, look, Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I'm sure everybody listening to this has heard about the lawsuit against the movie yesterday about the trailer, false advertising.
Mm.
On one level, it's a stupid lawsuit. On another one, they do have a point.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand why they like to lie in trailers, but it is annoying too. And you don't want to have a trailer that shows you everything either. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, here's a little bit of history, kids. Back in the 40s, a B actor named George Zucco used to sell his name to go in the credits of movies he did not appear in.
All right.
So Hollywood has a long history of these type of deceptions.
All right, let's move on to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 coming out on April 8th. I say 50-50 on this one. I want it to be because the first one didn't happen, but I also feel like now that they have a really good working model, that they could have it. I think it could look great too, but I'm still not sure if Paramount's going to put the money down for this or not.
I mean, I think for the first movie, it was either fix it or 3D, and I'm kind of glad they chose the former.
Yeah,
it was hideous.
That trailer looked hideous.
Yes.
So, Jacob, you say, what percentage do you give it?
50.
All right. Classic.
Give it 25.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm hoping to, but I don't think they are.
It definitely looks good. I think they know what they're doing with the Sonic movies now. The Sonic first movie, we hated the first trailer, and we actually all kind of liked the movie, right? So.
Oh yeah.
It was fun.
So I expect
Jim Carrey was a blast.
Yeah. I hope it's a 3D movie. I really do hope. But
Yeah, I do too, because I would really love to see Jim Carrey's antics in 3D. This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. The third Fantastic Beasts movie is finally scheduled to come out on April 15th. It's been a couple years. Now, the first two Fantastic Beasts movies were 3D and were pretty good 3D at that, if not great.
Yeah, they were really good conversions.
So I don't see why this wouldn't be, but Warner Brothers has been really flaky. So I'm going to say 50-50.
Yeah,
I'll say 100.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm going to go with 75. I think it's a good chance, but I think there's a real possibility that it may get an international 3D release and a 2D in the U.S.
Yeah, we have no idea about how outside the U.S. is, so we're just kind of guessing.
And I figure this was also not going to do very well. We're going to find out if people are going to accept Mads Mikkelsen in the role that Johnny Depp.
Yeah, how they're going to write that in, I don't know how that's going to work or not.
I mean, they did it with
Magic.
like they did, because remember it went from Colin Farrell to Johnny Depp.
All right. Now, this movie I have not seen a trailer for. I have not seen anything about, but it's on the list here for a website of the upcoming 2022 movies, and it's just a very generic name, but it's a number 65. And apparently this stars Adam Driver as an astronaut that crashes on a mysterious planet to discover he's not alone. I mean, astronaut, planet, space stuff is usually 3D. I don't know.
I'd say 0% chance, because I've never heard the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm going to probably check out, because Adam Driver, besides Star Wars, has a pretty damn good track record of being in great movies.
I definitely hope this movie gets a better title than 65.
66.
69, man.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, I'll just throw it out there, 25% because it's a space movie. I don't know, sure.
Yeah, see, I don't even know if it's a major, if it's an indie movie or if it's a big, because Adam Driver just goes from blockbusters to little art house films. Yeah, check out his Annette and Logan Lucky, 2 great movies that he was in.
Black Klansman.
Yeah, that's another one. He's really good in that too.
Jacob, what are your percentages on number 65 of the movie?
0.
0. I don't think it has a shot in hell.
Alright, so from one something that has a 0% to I will be shocked and stunned if this doesn't get a 3D release. I'm guessing this is a 100% chance because Marvel has never let us down with the 3D, has always released 3D movies for the last 10 years. That I'm not going to say never let us down because that is not true. And the 3D Anthony has varied. But over the last 10 years, every movie has been a 3D movie, and I 100% think this is going to happen. Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness. Hell yeah, this is 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sam Raimi's directing, and I'm looking forward to his little tunnel shot that he perfected in his Evil Dead movies. I want to see that used in a 3D setting so damn bad.
Coming out May 6th. I guess we all agree 100% chance of this one, right?
Yeah. We may be wishful thinking, but I think it's a pretty safe bet because Marvel has really embraced 3D.
Mm-hmm.
I think I asked the 3D supervisor on Twitter about this, and he said definitely. So I'm not worried about this one. So and the first movie, the first Doctor Strange movie had great 3D.
Mm-hmm.
So I better start saving up for a hazmat suit to go see this.
It's the first summer movie in May, so maybe things will be better by then.
I just wish 3D. I wish they could have 3D at the drive-in. Just saying. I'd feel safer.
All right. Next up is DC League of Super Pets coming out on May 20th. Animated movie from DC Comics. The trailer is funny. I say 50-50.
Yeah, I'd say 50.
I'd say 100%.
Okay.
I'm
because
hoping,
The Rock and stuff.
the first time I saw the trailer, I had a knee-jerk reaction, and then I said, "Jake, get over yourself." But just because they changed Ace the Bat Hound from a German Shepherd to more of a bulldog kind, just get over yourself. Because I mean, there was a crypto show that had Ace as traditional Ace the Bat Hound, and all the other Super Pets and the Legion of Super Pets and the Canine Space Patrol. So, I'm excited to see this because I've always had a soft spot for the DC pets.
Yeah, they're kind of silly, but it's good fun. I think they know what their kind of movie they are. So
yeah, and I'm not gonna sing the Canine Space Patrol song. First of all, I don't remember it. You're lucky.
If you want it in 3D, you'll have to sing it.
Yeah, if it's in 3D, I know I'm gonna have to sing it. So I'll go look up the lyrics. If it's in 3D, and it's going to be, are we going to limit that to patrons only? Or is this going to go out to everybody?
This one's go out to everybody.
Okay, so you guys will get to hear me sing the Canine Space Patrol song if this comes out in 3D.
And God willing, you're still alive.
Yeah, and I'm not. So send us money so I can buy a hazmat suit to safely go see this.
All right, let's keep going here. We got Top Gun Maverick on May 27th. Considering the last Top Gun got a re-release in 3D, and they've had 2 years of this brewing, why the hell wouldn't this be 3D? But Paramount has still been weird, so I'm still 50-50 on this one too.
Oh, I think it's 100%.
It's going to be delayed again.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was 100% that it was shot for 3D. But yeah. I would say it's 50-50 whether they converted it.
I mean, according to IMDb, it is saying it has a 3D version, but who knows? It's kind of flaky at this point, so I'll say 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Paramount's been so flaky with their movies being 3D releases, so...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if they do get 3D releases, they never get 3D Blu-rays, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they haven't been too eager to release their 3D movies in their back catalog. I mean, I think 3D Archive is...
Yeah.
Are dealing with them.
Yeah.
So I cross my fingers and hope. I mean, I'm not the biggest Top Gun fan. Who am I kidding? Other than the flying in Top Gun, I have no interest in it, to be honest.
It's a dumb jock movie, but the cinematography has always been a lot of fun. So.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like most people like the music more than the movie.
Yeah, I mean, the movie sucks.
Yeah.
Now to another movie that's going to suck, but it might be fun. Jurassic World Dominion coming out on June 10th. 75% chance.
100% chance.
I'm only interested in the dinosaurs. And it's the way it's always been with Jurassic Park movies. It's all about the dinosaurs.
The only reason I'm not saying 100% because the last two were 3D is because of the production issues with people getting COVID on the set, and it's just been delayed, that they may just be like, let's just get this out and move on.
Yeah, they might want to cut bait.
I mean, but the first two films, and also the original film, was converted in 3D, so
yeah,
I think it's a safe bet, 100%.
We still haven't had a trailer for this thing.
I mean, there's been like exclusive IMAX stuff and like little snippets here or there, but I mean, the brand is so strong. I think a 3D release is very likely, if not guaranteed.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going 75, all of us, or are you going to go 100?
Yeah.
I'm saying 100.
All right.
Oh, I think the thing is, I think it was filmed, might have been converted, but I think it's 50-50 whether it actually gets a US 3D release.
I just want to see what's going to happen here. I just feel like it's going to be a crazy movie, dinosaurs invading the country, in the United States, and I just want to know what happens beyond the first 5 minutes, because like I can't imagine how that's going to be like a whole movie length.
No.
People have guns in America. They could kill dinosaurs. It's not going to be that bad. So, I don't know. Next up is Pixar's Lightyear. I'm going to say 100% on this. I'm going to bet this one as Pixar and Disney and movies. If it gets a theatrical release, I think
that's the real question. Should it be?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not. I have a feeling they're going to make the fourth Pixar movie in a row. They're going to stick on screen.
It comes out on my birthday. I want it to release.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to see this in 3D on the big screen.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling Bob Chapek is going to disappoint us again.
I think Bob Chapek is going to be knocked out at Disney before we know it.
Yeah. So do I. I think at this point it's just they're trying to either talk Bob into coming back, or who are they going to give it to?
We're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think it's 50-50 that the film gets released in theaters and 100% 3D.
If it does get released, I guess.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it's a Toy Story spinoff, I think Disney does not want to put this on direct-to-home Disney Plus. They want the last couple, made $1 billion. Toy Story 4. I think Toy Story 3 made almost that much.
No, it made over $1 billion too.
So that it is guaranteed to make a ton of money. So why not release it in theaters? So yeah, and then of course it's a space movie. I think it's gonna look great in 3D if it does get a 3D
summer
release.
Season. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of it's going to depend on what the landscape of COVID is.
I'm actually optimistic that's going to be different enough from the Toy Story movies that it's going to be its own thing. It's not going to be based on the Lightyear cartoon series. It's going to be its own thing. It's
Yeah, and I think people are going to accept it's because I believe Chris Evans is going to be Lightyear.
Yes.
And that to me sounds very intriguing and interesting.
Yeah. And it's going to be different. It's not going to be exactly a Toy Story. The toy was inspired by this. It's not the other way around.
Yeah, because I remember the animated Saturday morning cartoon. That was awesome.
Now, this movie is not going to be awesome. All of us are dreading this movie. Coming out July 1st, Minions 2, Rise of Gru. I'm going to say pretty much 100% chance of 3D.
Yeah, I mean, it was advertised in 2020 as 3D confirmed, so why break precedent?
Yeah.
Every Illumination film has been 3D safe for Hop, which that wasn't even fully animated, so
yeah,
I don't count it.
I think Hop did get 3D in like Europe or something, but yeah, still.
Okay.
Minions, this is a huge movie for Universal. The first one made $1 billion, which is, oh my god.
Yeah.
He made $1 billion and not great.
I could see them tricking us and dumping this on streaming, thinking that they could drive subscriptions.
Oh, the Peacock, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I could see them. Wait for the 45 days.
I could see them desperate enough to dump it onto Peacock to try to make it not be Crackle 2.0.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really decent possibility they may have it. But I really think, that this could even make a ton of money. Why not release it in theaters? And, it could be in the Peacock a month later. Who cares,
Yes, I'd say 100% 3D.
Yeah, and it'll drive more Minion memes. So Facebook will be littered with
but there'll be the 1970s Minion memes, so disco Minion. Again.
Yeah.
I give the first Minions movie a 5 out of 10. I was like, ugh.
That's too high of a score.
Yeah, it was okay, but whatever.
I mean, the 3D was excellent. The movie sucked.
Yeah.
All right, next Marvel movie, July 8th, Thor: Love and Thunder. Again, no trailer, no teaser. We have nothing about this besides the fact that it's going to be a change of the Thor. But I'm guessing 100% for this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this better be 3D or I'm rioting.
I mean, Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Ragnarok was an okay movie, but the 3D was excellent. So.
Yeah.
Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, this better be 3D. That's all I got to say.
Sorry, folks. VHS only.
It's only coming out on Cinemark theaters.
That's all I got around here.
So I gotta travel. I'm feeling like Mad Max, having to travel great distances to see movies, and then I've got to go put on some sort of hazmat suit to survive the encounter.
So, a big part of the female Thor is that she has cancer. I don't think that's going to be part of this movie at all.
I have I don't know. I mean, they're not going to copy the storyline exactly. I mean, but who knows? I mean,
but Natalie Portman's performance in the first two Thor movies is a cancer.
Yeah. To be fair, they didn't give her anything to do.
Yeah, she's just love interest with nothing to do.
I mean, when Darcy is a more developed character, you have a problem.
Yeah.
She definitely has the chops. She can be a great actress.
Oh yeah, Black Swan.
Exactly. I mean, and plus lots of other movies, but Black Swan is holy shit. I mean, I do not like ballet, but that's like one of the two ballet movies I really like. The other one being Michael Powell's Red Shoes. So,
how are they going to explain? Is the Thor that we know and love? Is he going to be taking away powers? Or is it going to both have powers? I don't know how that's going to work in the cinema.
I know, and what are they going? And are we going to get Bro Thor? I mean, or are they gonna have a big montage scene where they show him working out to lose his weight that he picked up?
Yeah, that's gonna be, and we're gonna have a while before Guardians 3 comes out, so we have no idea what the hell happened after Endgame.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of work to get to kind of set this up because we know nothing.
Yeah. And everything got shuffled out of order because of the pandemic, and so far Marvel's navigated that fairly decently.
Okay, let's keep going here to another comic book movie. Now, DC. Now, this, I think, is going to be a huge movie. This has been development hell for years, but Black Adam is finally going to come out July 29th. I would say 75% chance.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
100%.
I want this to be in 3D.
But Warner Brothers has been so iffy, so I have no idea. That's the only thing that's really stopping me from getting 100%.
Mm-hmm. I love the character of Black Adam.
But it's The Rock, and he's guaranteed to put butts in seats, so I think 3D is pretty much confirmed.
He's the modern. He's kind of taken the crown of 3D from Vincent Price. I love Vincent, but Rock is the modern king of 3D movies. And they would be shooting themselves in the foot and leaving money on the table if this is not 3D.
And it's the same director as Jungle Cruise, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
So they got a good working relationship, and they've got, and I really, really want to see Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
And I want to see how they connect to Shazam, because they have to. Black Adam and Shazam are two perfect enemies together, and they're just, that's how they are. They've always been enemies, and I wonder. Man, I'm so excited for that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been, and The Rock has been using his wrestling chops and the call-outs and stuff. He's been pumping this. I mean, so I want to see what he's got cooking.
Yeah.
He got ripped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Black Adam is a really interesting character. He's not really a villain, but he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he was a Otto Binder created him, and he was a one-off in the Golden Age. But basically, DC was like, they brought him back in the 70s and said, like, hey, Marvel's not doing anything with Namor, so they basically gave him Namor's personality.
And Shazam's powers, or Captain Marvel's powers.
Yeah, and I thought having him marrying him off to the character Isis, which was a Saturday morning cartoon character that DC had the rights to, I thought that was a stroke of genius. Of course, if she's in the movie, I'm sure she's getting a name change, because I cannot see anybody putting out a movie with a character named Isis.
Or Cyrus.
Maybe Iris?
Yeah, Black Adam is interesting because it's been development hell for so long. It's like 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised that The Rock stuck to it. Bravo and kudos. I mean, most guys would have just abandoned a project. It took that long.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for Black Adam. I mean, I love The Rock. The Rock is such a great actor.
Yeah, he's really developed, especially in these type of CGI movies.
All right, next movie here is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, coming out September 23rd. The last movie got a 3D release, and I remember that 3D being really great.
Yeah, and the whole Shrek series got a conversion, which weren't bad.
No.
So I'm thinking it's about 75%.
Yeah, I'd say 100% because DreamWorks, for the exception of the Spirit Untamed movie recently, they've all been in 3D, so why not?
Yeah,
100%.
Oh, I'm hoping, but I mean, I do like the Shrek and Puss in Boots well enough that I would see it in 2D. But to be honest, if it's 2D, I'm not gonna risk the theater. I'll wait till it's on streaming.
Yeah, you got to get in Peacock 30 days, 45 days, whatever the going rate is.
Yeah, or this may be one that they try to save Peacock. They might pull that.
So yeah, to resurrecting the Shrek franchise, I think it's 100% chance of 3D here. What do you guys think, percentage wise?
Yeah, 100%.
If it gets a theatrical release, yeah, somewhere in the world it'll be 3D. I'm just worried that it's going to go straight to streaming, at least in the U.S.
We'll see. But yeah, Puss in Boots was a very good movie. I remember really enjoying that too. So
yeah,
I remember that being not like a huge hit either. Like it kind of came and went, and it was like, this is actually really good.
It made over $500 million.
Oh, it did? Okay, I guess it just had
nominated
legs.
for an Oscar. Yeah.
Huh. All right, let's keep going in theatrical releases. So this one, I think is almost 100% chance here. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, October 7th. 100% chance here again.
100% chance.
Yeah. All I'm saying is it better be. I'll cry while I'm wearing my hazmat suit watching this.
The animation looks so lush and beautiful that it'd be a treat to see in 3D again. Yeah,
this I hope. I remember with a trepidation in the theater seeing the first Spider-Verse movie, and within 5 minutes, the joy that overtook me.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
Because like watching the end credits of Venom, the first Venom, and seeing that trailer, I'm like, it looks okay. But then watching the movie is like, oh, it's so great.
I know, because I remember when I told you that this was a 10, and you were like, "Are you sure?"
It's a Sony Pictures animation film. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
And I was like, not only am I sure, this is the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll probably say that.
Are they going to be able to hit lightning in a bottle again? I don't know, but I hope so.
I mean, I think it's the same filmmaker, so yeah, why not?
Yeah, and Lord and Miller are producing, and they got their hands on it, so yeah.
Yeah. All
right, so we're definitely excited for Spider. The name is kind of weird, but yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
Yeah.
They could have kind of cleaned that up a little bit. Spider-Verse continues or something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of tightened it up a little bit, but...
Yeah.
All right, next up, on November 4th, another movie that has been in development hell. The DC movies this time have been in development hell, and they're finally supposed to come out this year. The Flash movie, finally scheduled to come out. 50-50 on this. I really, really want it to be, but I don't know.
I'd say 100% because seeing those slow-mo scenes in 3D should be a visual feast.
It's just, they've been working on this for like 6 years.
Oh, I'm hoping, but the Snyder Cut, as awesome as it was not released in 3D.
I mean, that was a special circumstance. I don't think it was even theatrically released. So the Flash, I think it's 100% 3D.
Yeah. Oh, I want it to be because I love, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who rewatched the Snyder Cut with the 3D turned on their TV.
No. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely hope it is. I think it could look great in 3D, but Warner Brothers has been iffy, so I have to just put 50-50 on it.
Yeah. But I'm hoping, and it should be.
I mean, it's also filmed in IMAX, so I mean, I think it's going to be a treat in 3D. So yeah, I think it's confirmed almost.
Now the rumors are that it's going to restart the DC cinematic universe, which I'm fine with. That's what I predicted a long time ago for this movie.
I'm glad they got the Batfleck back.
I mean, it's pretty much going to be Flashpoint, and with how terrible they did the Flashpoint on the Flash TV show, all they can do is go up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I imagine. I always assumed that. I always assumed, and I'm not mad. They're going to use this as a restart, and it's fine. I don't care that much. You know. I do love Snyderverse, and I do specifically love the Snyder Cut of Justice League. But I understand Warner Brothers and DC, they want to reboot and move on and try to have a new, they don't care that much because they just want to make money, and I'd rather they just keep going and then try to make everything work.
Yeah, and Zack Snyder wants to move on, so the best thing you can do, Snyderites, is to embrace his next project and watch it.
I mean, there's rumors he's going to be doing a MCU movie, so look out for that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, speaking of MCU, the next one, I think is another 100% chance.
Yeah.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, MCU, 100% 3D. I don't have any reason to doubt it right now.
I mean, same. It's just like there's been so many delays and issues.
Yeah, it's been delayed. Its production shut down again. This is I think it's about 75% sure this is getting a date change.
Yeah, I think it's going to be leaking into February of 2023 to link up with the previous Black Panther movie and also kind of link up with Black History Month. So I think that's going to be shoved to 2023, honestly.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be massive reshoots, and there's going to be probably some actors replaced.
I mean, they've already got that one girl, Letitia Wright, back, so I don't think they're going to replace her this late in the process.
Depends.
And we have no idea what this plot is at all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And one of the problems is well with Chadwick Boseman's death and everybody's immediate knee-jerk reaction to we can't replace T'Challa, to people on second thought going, we need this character to exist. I mean, I understand that because that's always when an actor passes away, you feel like the best way to honor that actor is to put the character aside and let no one else portray that.
But Chadwick Boseman himself said that if I die, replace me.
Yeah, but I point out, could you imagine what if when Heath Ledger, Heath Ledger, if DC had said we're never going to let anybody play the Joker again, we would not have got Todd Phillips' Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or
any more performances from Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah, exactly. Or and who knows, maybe someday, and Jared Leto. Besides I liked his turn in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah,
but Suicide Squad, that movie didn't do him any favors.
No, that movie didn't do anybody any favors except Warner Brothers. They made bank.
Yeah.
It's so weird because Black Panther was such a Boseman movie, and this is just the second movie in that series. So it's not like, Daniel Craig, where he's been Bond for a lot of time, like 10 years or 15 years, I forget.
15 years, yeah.
It's okay if the Don't Time to Die didn't have him. I get it. It's fine. But, it's one of those things where he hasn't had a second chance. I don't know how they're going to explain this in the movie. Is this going to... What I want this movie to be, I think a lot of people want it to be, is like the Namor versus Wakanda movie, where we finally get, like, maybe the Eternals, broke open Atlantis with the hand or whatever coming out of the earth, and Atlantis is on war with Wakanda or something. I don't know. That's what I want, but who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, I know that Winston Duke is going to be the new Black Panther, but I think it's going to be focusing more on the sister Shuri and the top guard lady, the bald one. Yeah. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep going here. To this one is 110% guaranteed to be a 3D movie. If it's not a 3D movie, I don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah. I think it's guaranteed to be a 3D movie. It's just not guaranteed to be released anytime soon.
Hey, this has also been development hell, but Avatar 2 finally coming out December 16th, 2022.
Tentatively.
Yeah, and how is Bob Chapek going to screw this up?
Yeah. But, I mean, it's the only one that's shot in 3D, so
Yeah.
there's that. It's 100% confirmed. 200% confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one movie, 100, besides the Marvel.
And I don't think even Bob Chapek would have enough nerve to release this flat.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine James Cameron.
I mean, there's still going to be flat screening, sure, but there's going to be 3D as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to have the weight of 3D on it. If this fails somehow, guess what? 3D is gone.
That's it. Yeah. 3D is going to go by.
I'm guessing,
if they've already shot this one in the third film, I mean,
yeah.
What are they going to do? Release the third one directly to Disney Plus or Hulu?
I mean, they'll dump it on some other time that's pretty busy. But yeah, I imagine if a lot of theaters kept their 3D screens alive because, Avatar 2 is going to come out and it's going to make a ton of money again and it'll be definitely worth it. And, Avatar 2, I don't know what the hell the story is. It has something to do with water. I don't know. It's supposed to take place 10 years later, the kids or something. I don't know what's going on here.
It's just going to be a 3D spectacular. And it's probably the story is going to make about as much sense as the first one.
Yeah, Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
I really like the first one, so maybe I can't review it because I watched that movie 3 times in the theater, twice in 3D and once in flat, and I was like, I really just enjoyed the hell out of it, so.
You might be the perfect person to review it. Nothing wrong with being a cheerleader for cinema.
I haven't even seen the first film all the way through. I got 45 minutes in and was bored stiff.
All right, so it's one of those things that's like Avatar 2 has been a joke for the website for years. How, when the hell is this actually coming out? Is it actually going to come out this year? And is it really going to come out that December 16th? That's not going to get pushed another time? I mean, the next movie coming out is also apparently coming out December 16th, which I think is a big-ass mistake from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, one of those is going to budge.
Yeah, somebody's going to blink.
And I don't think it's going to be Avatar.
No.
Aquaman 2.
There's no telling what Bob Chapek's going to do. But there's also no telling what Warner Brothers is going to do. Because is Discovery going to be running them yet at this point?
Maybe. But Aquaman 2, Lost Kingdom. We know nothing about this movie, too.
Yeah.
Aquaman was a huge success. Maybe the biggest success Warner Brothers had with the DC movie. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a big surprise.
And the best 3D so far.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best, yeah, definitely, I think. Mm-hmm. Aquaman, Jason Momoa was a lot of fun here. It made this work. I never would have thought Aquaman would be fun and good movie and make a huge amount of money, but it did. I think everyone was eating crow because everyone made fun of Aquaman for decades, and the first one...
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm excited.
Hey, it made a big enough name out of Jason Momoa. He's been invited to the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah.
Why can't this be pushed up to, August or September? Just get out of the way of Avatar 2, because it's so dumb to release this the same day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the CGI is probably not finished yet, which the first film's CGI is still not finished yet.
I would not be surprised if this is bumped to the following, probably around Memorial Day or something.
23, you mean? Next year?
Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised.
Maybe March of next year?
Yeah, March might work, because they probably want to stay out of the way of whatever Marvel's putting out.
Yeah. Because, if they put it ahead of Flash, it would...
Okay, in March of 23... to get super into the future. Here, March of 23, which feels like forever from now. The Dungeons and Dragons movie is supposed to come out March 3rd. Okay. The Wonka movie coming out March 17th. Okay. And John Wick 4. So... I guess it could come out in March. I don't know. But maybe Avatar 2 gets pushed up to August. I don't know. That's done, right? They got everything done, maybe. That would be a smart move to push that up instead of having it for December.
Yeah, but they're still thinking that people go to the theaters in Christmas, even though they haven't for the last couple of years.
Well,
I mean, except for Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, Spider-Man could have released any date. I think people were just so jazzed for something, and Spider-Man just fit the bill. And I think Doctor Strange is going to be the same. 2 is going to be the same thing.
so yeah, Aquaman I'm excited for. I definitely think it's going to look better in 3D and have great action and be a lot of fun. I just don't know what the plot's going to be. What villains are there for Aquaman to fight? I guess Black Manta again?
Black Manta again.
Yeah.
I mean, he is supposed to be like a main villain.
Yeah, and of course, Ocean Master. He's got a few.
King Aura again.
Yeah.
Well, Ocean Master was in Aquaman movie, so,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that again.
Well, isn't Patrick Wilson going to be in it again?
Yes.
So, yeah, Ocean Master will be there.
I'm hoping that Mira's recast, but I don't think that's happening.
No, she's already been filming her part, I think.
Yeah, and and there's a lot of his supporting cast we haven't met yet. We haven't met any of the Aqua Lads or the Aqua Girls yet, or Dolphin.
They should have a King Shark.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
God, that would be awesome.
I have the Suicide Squad and have that. That'd be fun. That'd be maybe a throwaway Easter egg or something. A post-credit scene.
Yeah, have King Shark show up.
All right. Next up is, I think, a big movie because it's been a long time since a previous Super Mario movie came out, and this is going to be animated. Super Mario Brothers, the movie, coming out on December 21st from Illumination. I think this is a 100% chance 3D.
Yes.
Can I, not care and hope it's not?
I know.
Because I really don't want to see Mario voiced by Chris Pratt.
I think it's going to be fun. I think they're going to make it work. I'm very optimistic on this.
In fact,
Bowser.
After seeing House of Gucci, it should have been Jared Leto as Mario.
I think it's time to have a truly great video game movie, and I think this is going to be it.
I don't.
So I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. I mean, we've had a lot of video game adjacent movies that have been really good, but not actual video game movie. Free Guy is a video game adjacent movie, and that's not Jumanji. And so yeah, I'm excited for this. Jacob, what percentage do you think Mario is going to be?
Oh, 100%, definitely, and I'm super excited for it.
Okay, so I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. I think Nintendo has been very protective of the Mario brand. That's why they haven't had another movie. So I think they definitely want this to succeed, and Illumination's going to make it work. I imagine it's going to be fun. Maybe not a 10.
Let's just hope they don't put Minions in it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Minions have maybe a short before the movie or something. That's typical,
Yeah, a little Easter egg here or there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
One
of the coins is a minion.
So this next movie is actually not coming out. I did the release schedule, but this movie is coming out this upcoming month in February, and it's not a 3D movie that I know of, but maybe a 25% chance of this getting a 3D release, and we don't know about it. Moonfall. Damn it, I want this movie to be 3D.
Oh, you mean Moonfail?
Except in China.
Maybe China gets it 100% there. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see them getting it. And then maybe we'll even get a Chinese Region 6, or whatever, the alphabet. I could see a possible 3D release in China or Germany. And just hope it's not one of those terrible conversions.
So, what do you guys think? Yeah. Is there a decent chance Moonfall gets a 3D release here, or no?
0.
All right, it's just a shot in the dark to want that. So now we have some honorable mentions. So that was 22 potential 3D movies for 2022. That's a lot of movies, and that's more movies than we had in 21. So, hey, that's good. A lot of potential here for good stuff. At least half, I think, we'll probably get 3D release. Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
What do you guys think overall from this 22 list? What do you think? Half, maybe? A third?
I'd say around 75%.
I'd say about a third.
All right, I'll go 50-50. 50% of these movies will get 3D releases. Hopefully. We'll see. So, honorable mentions here. Turning Red, a Pixar movie, is now a Disney Plus exclusive. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks really good. The news trailer has a lot of interesting things about it and lore, and it looks fun. And sad that's not coming out to box office. So, Bob's Burgers, the animated movie. I hope that gets a 3D release, but I don't think it will.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, though.
I really like Bob's Burgers. I've been watching the show for years,
Oh, yeah.
so
Show is awesome.
it's definitely a really different kind of animated movie or animated TV show. It's not exactly South Park, but it's not exactly Simpsons. It's kind of it's not really in between, but it feels more like a cousin of King of the Hill than any other thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah, same creators and stuff.
more character driven comedy, and so yeah, I would love for this to be 3D, but I don't think so. But I think I'm very excited for it.
I don't think it's either because of the animation style. It would be very tricky to not make it look like cardboard cutouts moving, kind of like, because there's been a few traditional animated movies converted to 3D, and they haven't worked out so well.
Yeah, this is not the kind of movie that would look great in 3D. The animation style, like you said, is not really in favor of it. But I'm just saying it as an honorable mention because, hey, the movies we want to see too.
Yeah.
It doesn't even scream cinematic, but
Yeah.
I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it screams that it should be on a streaming service.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I love Bob's, but I kind of feel like this doesn't look that much better than an actual TV episode,
Yeah.
visually. All right, Jacob, your favorite movie or most excited movie for 2022? Jackass Forever, right?
I mean, for a flat movie, yes, but also the Batman I'm also looking forward to. But yeah, I've really been wanting to see Jackass 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forever with a heart in there. Honorable mention, the third movie did get a 3D release, and this, didn't. So, it would have been cool to have this in 3D, but it is what it is. Other noteworthy movies. This movie already came out. Hotel Transylvania, Transformania already came out on Amazon Prime. I watched it and reviewed it for patrons. It sucks. So, the other Hotel Transylvania movies got 3D releases, so it's, now this is digital only. And on Disney Plus, this already released Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. So that, I think one or two of the Ice Age movies were 3D, right? Maybe?
Yeah, they've had some in 3D. And they had
3, 4, and 5 were.
Yeah, and was it and I believe they had a Christmas short that was also in 3D?
Yes, Ice Age Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Besides that, I'm not really sure which other movies would potentially be 3D that we didn't talk about already, but that's a pretty decent list. I think, I think we're in good shape to have a lot of really good 3D movies this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 3D's. It's a little more than a limp now. I mean, it's actually walking.
Yeah. So the state of 3D, and is one of those things where last year a lot of movies were expecting it to come out in 3D, but it didn't happen, and then we got some that we didn't know was going to come out in 3D, but did happen, like Free Guy and that robot movie. Jacob, what is it? Rob's Gone Wild, something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not Rob's Gone Wild. That's not like a porn thing.
Ron's
Gone Wild.
Yeah.
I'm still irritated at that because Regal didn't show it in 3D, refused to screen it in 3D.
So, I think it's maybe a better year than last year, but it's still, we're not that much better in the pandemic, so I don't know if maybe they did have these as 3D, but then they're not going to. I don't know, and it's kind of hard to do a website and do a podcast preview and everything, and we don't know for a fact. I mean, Avatar 2 is the only one I know for a fact, absolutely, and I guess the Marvel movies, but besides that, I don't really know for a fact all these movies are going to be 3D or not. But we shall see.
Fingers crossed.
You guys have any other thoughts you want to mention about this, or any other movies coming out this year?
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what are you most excited for?
Me, if I had to pick one, it would be Doctor Strange 2, because I really want to see Sam Raimi play in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Okay. Movie-wise, I will say, just for the hell of it, Flash movie. I can't. I want to see what that is. I've been desperate to see that movie for years. Jacob?
Probably a toss-up between Doctor Strange 2 and the Batman.
Which movie will have the best 3D this year? I definitely think Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Bob Chapek doesn't screw up the release, yeah, I figure that's. And I also think Thor: Love and Thunder is going to have great 3D.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange Multiverse Part is going to have pretty great 3D. The first one did.
Yep.
I guess we're all dreading Minions 2, Rise of Gru, right? None of us care to watch that. I mean, of this list, 65 is the one that we know nothing about. That's like, okay, I guess it's coming out in 3D, maybe, hopefully. That's an underdog movie. Maybe it's awesome.
It may get shelved. I mean, we haven't heard, there hasn't been trailer or anything.
What do you think is going to be the best animated movie this year?
Spider-Man
2.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, easily.
Okay. Best comic book movie this year?
The Batman, probably.
Yeah, probably the Batman.
Yeah. Which movie do you think is going to get delayed till 2023?
Avatar.
Aquaman and potentially, maybe Flash movie. Sorry. Flash movie is forever going to be delayed to infinity.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if Top Gun Maverick gets delayed again.
We'll be chasing after Flash forever.
Yeah.
Do you think any movies get pushed up? I think Avatar 2 might get pushed up to August or September, maybe.
Maybe Aquaman for the Flash.
Okay.
I can see Aquaman and the Flash possibly getting pushed up.
Minions 2, we definitely think has a really good chance of going streaming only, right? Puss in Boots probably as well, maybe.
Yeah, I could see them trying to get eyeballs on their streaming people to pay to join the streaming service, or try to see if they could get people to pay pay them $20 to see it in theater, see it at home instead of at theater.
I'm really worried about Fantastic Beasts 3 because they changed everything after the second movie kind of was a disappointment. And me and Classic Jake defend the second movie, but I still see there's a lot of problems there. But I don't know how they're going to make it into a third movie and change one of the characters. And, I hope they just wrap it up.
But I don't think they are. I think they're doubling down and are going to planning how many of these sequels to this. Anyway, I'm so over Harry Potter, and I'm so over Rawlings and her transphobic garbage.
Yeah.
And is Uncharted being dumped by Sony in February?
Yeah.
It seems weird.
You
would think it'd be a big deal.
They don't seem to have a lot of faith, but who knows? I mean, in this time frame, who knows? I mean, I remember when Warner Brothers dumped The Matrix in March, and it was a blockbuster, and now March is considered good time to release a movie because of how well the first Matrix movie did.
Which movie do you think will be the biggest box office?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, either Doctor Strange or the Batman, maybe.
I think the Batman's runtime will hurt the screenings.
Yeah.
I think Jurassic World, Dominion, it will just make money. People want escapism, and it's going to be stupid, and it's going to be fun, stupid. I imagine DC Super Pets might be like a sneak movie that may make a ton of money that we're not really expecting.
But I could also see that at the last minute getting pushed to streaming because they might think of it as a kids movie, and parents are too scared to bring their kids to the theater.
Yeah. You already said in the prediction show that Black Panther: Wakanda Forever might be a disaster in the making.
Yeah, it's showing all of. I think Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is going to prove how much Feige can control the uncontrollable as a producer, because it seems like it's every disaster that can befall a movie is befalling this movie.
I definitely think Top Gun Maverick has potential to be a big bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Tom Cruise; he's a great actor, but I think people don't care about Top Gun.
I mean,
anymore.
people have been waiting 3 years for this movie
been
to be
too late.
released.
Yeah, and the audiences are showing that when they're over it and don't go.
Yeah.
It might make decent money outside the U.S., but I just imagine that it's been way too late. It's been like 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, come on, move on. So, what do you guys think? Morbius is gonna better than you think? You're gonna be a 7, 8 out of 10 movie?
I think it's gonna be like around a 6.
My prediction is it's going to be adequate, like a 7.
Yeah.
Will Shazam actually be in Black Adam as a post credit or minor character?
Maybe. I mean, because they are mortal enemies.
If they were smart, they would at least have some member of the Shazamily show up in some form, whether it's a post credit scene or referenced in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's extremely likely that in Lightyear we might see like a commercial for Buzz Lightyear, or not Buzz Lightyear, of Woody.
But like Black Adam, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Superman cameo.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill and The Rock have the same manager.
That would be exciting.
I could see that as a possibility.
I imagine Turning Red is going to get a lot of Disney Plus people. That's going to be a really big movie on Disney Plus. It's going to get a lot of streaming.
And I'm hoping somewhere in the world it gets a 3D home video release. Of course, I'm also still hoping Soul does, but hey.
There's just so many different wild cards here. But 2022, I think it's looking better than 2021. And I think, 22 movies is not bad. I think that's definitely worth... Hey, it's a lot of movies coming out this year, and a lot of them are pretty big name, except for number 65, whatever the hell that is.
69.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We gotta have a better name than that. They gotta change the name for something else.
Or have at least have something to a poster, a trailer to explain it. Because right now we've got nothing.
Yeah, it's so weird. And Driver is such a big hot actor right now. You would think that would be all over the place.
He also likes to do a lot of indie stuff. God bless him. Like I said, Logan Lucky and Annette and Black Klansman. And he does so many cool little movies as well as, and then you get stuff like Star Wars, which I couldn't believe this guy's like what, 6'6", a hulking brute, and they made him look like Timothy Chalamet in the Star Wars movies. Unbelievable. I mean, it was hard to take Ben Solo as a menacing character. It was really hard.
So here on Wikipedia, which obviously Wikipedia, you gotta take a grain of salt because not an awesome source, but it says here that it's gonna have dinosaurs. Yeah. So 65 movie might have dinosaurs and have Adam Driver. That might be fun. I don't know.
That dinosaurs, then I hope it's in 3D because dinosaurs in 3D are great together.
And the great Danny Elfman is going to score this movie.
Yeah.
Being released by Sony.
Okay, then it does sound like it's not an art film.
I don't know why the hell it's 65 is the number.
Because I don't know if Sony still has their art release. The Samuel Goldwyn. Are they still releasing movies under that? I mean,
yes, it's usually just like independent though.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we have a lot of movies without trailers. Fantastic Beasts, no trailer yet. Jurassic World,
I'm not surprised because they don't want to put a trailer out and not have ratings and dates, and it's expensive to change that stuff on something because trailer is still technically a physical media that has to be altered and stuff. Even if it's strictly digital, it's still something that has. And they probably don't want to spend money on posters.
True.
Because
I mean, Thor and Black Adam and Puss in Boots and Spider-Verse. I mean, for God's sakes, Puss in Boots should be already done.
Yeah.
That should. It's animated, and I imagine that's already just ready to go in a hard drive somewhere to play.
I mean, Hollywood at this point should just invest in smart paper and talk to the theaters and just have the frames, and they can just digitally put up posters and alter them digitally at this point. It'd probably be cheaper than having to scrap poster, because I mean, some of these movies have had 5 or 6 release date changes since 2020. I mean,
and wasn't Avatar 2 supposed to be like, oh, it's going to be glasses free 3D and 120 frames per second and all this awesome technology that's like doesn't exist yet? What happened to all that? It's all gone, right? Just
yeah, I would say I think it's pretty safe to assume that's all gone.
There's just going to be awesome 3D though, probably.
Yeah. Well, with how much time Cameron spent on it, it better be.
All right, guys. I think that's it for 2022 preview potential 3D movies. Thank you all for listening. Bye.
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 Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Kano3D, Mr. Bengal 5, and Kevin Winter for your financial support on Patreon.com. So that's going to be it for this podcast. Thanks for listening. You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Links are in the info box. If you want to send us listener mail, our email address is email3dortwo@gmail.com. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
In my culture, death is not the end. They are still with us, as long as we do not forget them.